Welcome to the first book talk. We're so excited. Well, I'm not terribly excited because it's me, but for the Raymond Public Library, we loved this book so much, and that was my fault because now Faye's making me do a book talk on it, but I really did enjoy the book. Let's get down to it. It's called The Lost Songs by Carolyn B. Cooney, who is most famous for her book called The Face on the Milk Carton. I just love this book. So I'd like to talk about it for a little bit with you. The best thing comes at the end of the book with the author's note. Mirroring the experiences of a character named Doria in the book, Miss Cooney moved from Connecticut to South Carolina and was an organist for several church congregations. She volunteered for one of these churches for a hot meal ministry in a community called Paradise. So it was really a disconnect because she thought, Paradise, why would they need a hot meal ministry? When she got there, she found out they did need it. But the name came when she inquired because when the ladies were out doing laundry for pocket change with no running water, don't get me started, they would sing. And when people came to pick up their laundry, it sounded like paradise, and thus the idea for a book is born. The subheadings in this book are really unique for the different sections because there's 4 main characters and they just encapsulate beautifully the trials that they're going through. The first section is entitled Such with the subheadings. Lutie endangers her life. Kelvin half notices. Train finds a victim. And Doria stands alone. Lutie's grandmother, Mima, left her a legacy of songs handed down through her female ancestors, originally slaves in South Carolina. The laundry list was created as they were out in their yards doing laundry without running water. So this is where the connect from the author's note comes. A quote from the book goes as follows. Mima could get seriously annoyed with God. She used to stand in the middle of the field where he could see her better, peer into the sky, and let him know his shortcomings, as she endured the 1,000 hurts and cuts of a life of drudgery. Old Miss Painter had been a truant officer, accusing God of absenteeism. Here's one that Lutie can really sing. Don't see no sign of you. This ain't so fine of you, leaving me here all alone. Don't see no sign of you. This ain't so fine of you, sitting high on your throne. We your children are not, God. You're all we've got, God, and you're leaving us here all alone. Lutie's quandary is that the laundry list, which is her Mima's songs that were handed down to her, is salivated over by her high school music teacher as well as a professor of American music history. They see her list as their collective lucrative ticket to musical stardom. Lutie does not want to present her exhausted, pleading ancestors for entertainment and commercialization. To her, the list is a precious gem to be cherished and only selectively and rarely shared with friends and family. Even the prose in the book is lyrical, and the following quotes from the book reflect that. The rain stopped suddenly, as if it had been an orchestra, and the conductor had given the cue to stop. The ancient Greeks saw astronomy and music as reflections of each other. Stars, planets, and the moon are the visible harmony of the cosmos. Music is the invisible harmony. From Lutie's throat came a low, rich growl of a note which she dragged up an octave and a half and then swirled back down, settling on a warm E-flat. Her voice, referring to Doria, was slender and silver like a child with a flute. Those songs needed Lutie, who could smite the notes like an Old Testament prophet. Thus, the lives of 4 characters intertwine, akin to a musical symphony, with an appropriately electrifying, like infinitely satisfying denouement. I guess I should say finale, but it's a book, so I'm going to say denouement. We give this our highest rating. It's a great book. Hope you enjoy it. Available at the Raymond Public Library.